just on the Bustleton bypass at the moment, so making our way down to Margaret River for the long weekend here in Perth, which will be nice.
And it's Izzy's birthday.
Oh yeah, it's her birthday today.
Twist.
I think she's got her head down at the moment, hiding. That is a 12th birthday for Izzy, which is nice. So we're getting away with a couple of friends back to a place that we've stayed, or I've stayed many times, but it's the first time for Kate, and the kids have been there with her.
Last time we went was with our cousins, and Mum didn't come.
No.
So that'll be nice. Yeah, looking forward to a roaring fire tonight. It's going to be cold night. I think tomorrow's going to be nice, so we might get out and do a bit of exploring, but the weather is forecast for a bit of rain over the coming
What is the
days.
first day of winter though? Or second day of winter, sorry, now. But
It is, yeah, we're now in June. One thing I'd say though on the drive down, this has actually been quite a stressful drive. The amount of people just not paying attention, being stupid on the roads is...
shopping.
Yeah, just getting cut off in front of the van. So yeah, it's been quite a stressful drive actually. I mean, people just need to chill out on a long weekend, but you know, the roads are always going to be busier. But yeah, that's my rant over anyway. But so we've just arrived at Jarrahdene Campground, which is on the outskirts of Margaret River. So. Been here a few times before, but it's the first time for Kate. We have site number 18, which is on this little loop here. And we're meeting up with a couple of friends here today as well. So you'll see we've got Cam and Tim that are joining us for the long weekend, which will be really nice. So looking forward to showing Kate around. Been here so many times, to always enjoy it. It's pretty dark if you can't tell. So we didn't do much of the setup today. But we've just connected with Tim and Cam. They're all set up with their swags, and we're going to attempt to cook some steaks on the fire. So we'll see how that goes.
Hi, it's Cameron from Perth 4 Driving Camping.
So we decided to do away with the gas tonight and cook on the fire. So we did this on our last trip and it was beautiful. So hopefully these ones are as good. All right, Izzy. Hey!
Make a wish.
Right.
Make a wish. I'll go chop up and I'll come back.
So it's chocolate something.
Make a
I know
wish.
that much.
Pick up one.
Oh yeah.
No, he can't. He has to pick up one.
Okay.
He has to pick up one. He has to pick up one. He can't have his
Oh.
go. Go,
God damn it.
go.
Can I put the card down or not?
No.
Okay, alright.
Very serious business here. Very serious.
Go, Tim.
Tim and Cam have been introduced to Uno Flip.
Can anyone reverse?
Izzy, how are we going? We're winning?
No.
No?
Who's
So
going?
look, so look. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. This is Uno. What is this game?
Uno flip, Tim. Uno flip.
And how does it work? How does it differ from normal Uno?
You can flip sides.
Ooh, okay. Alright.
Yellow, please. Yellow.
Okay. Ready. I totally get first punishment.
Oh. That was a bit harsh.
He just waits. There's more coming.
I need blue. We need blue.
Again.
Everyone change to blue, please.
Nope.
I mean, don't change to blue. I don't have any blue. Don't change to blue.
Woken up to a bit of an issue with our fridge, so I think the thermostat might have gone. Check out this. This is set at 4 degrees, so not frozen.
We got a free slushie. See?
Look at that. What a mess. Oh no.
Free slushie.
Oh, so
This one opened.
yeah, one of our Cokes has exploded, lit off, and yeah. It's pretty annoying. That fridge is only 2 years old, so it should be fine. So Kate's in a hoodie, but she's dying for a coffee.
And I'm having a Coke slushie.
You're having a Coke slushie, yeah.
Yeah, there's
coffee.
the fridge.
It's frozen. I'm not happy.
No. Yeah, I thought a stick or something had fallen on my car. It was just kind of like a bang pop sound, and I went outside. No, everything's good. Open the fridge. Uh-oh.
Slushie everywhere.
Oh, Kate was dying for her Boss coffee as well, so not very happy. I might have to go with the old school instant, which is our backup, but I'm pretty lucky. I actually kept one in the car, so. Oh no! She put it in the fridge. Oh, I'm very annoyed. I think I think our fridge was actually on its way out at the last trip because it did a similar thing, but it didn't go fully frozen. You might recall we cooked our steak on next to the fire because we had an issue where our steak went really hard. But yeah, it looks like it's on its way out, or it's now gone. So we'll have to sort that thermostat out before the next trip. But yeah, don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. This is just one of the Dometic 95 litre fridges. But yeah, absolutely everything is frozen inside. But this spot is absolutely stunning. Why I keep coming back year after year. Just look at that view. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I've managed to salvage some sausages, and we've got a tin of baked beans. That's going to be breakfast this morning. Pretty much everything else is completely frozen solid. Making our way to town. We're in desperate need of a proper coffee after this morning's debacles with the fridge.
Yeah, exploded coffee, so Coke everywhere.
Yeah. So we just we've got Tim in tow in his new Tesla and Cam behind. So we're gonna nip into town. We might even hit up a pub for lunch. So bit of a post celebration for Izzy for her birthday. Love driving down Caves Road. It's absolutely stunning, especially in the morning when you get the light coming through the trees. Yeah, it's a very nice driving road. Obviously been a fire through here at some stage, but you can see all this regrowth as well, which is really pretty.
What are you doing, Matt?
We're just putting up the sides on our awning here. Now these are actually for the Annex system that comes with the MDC 15 Plus, but we found them very useful to secure it in windy conditions, so it makes it a bit sort of more rigid, and there's a centre brace as well, but also means we've got something to put our sidewalls onto, which is really handy. So we're going to have a wall here, and we're going to have a wall on the fridge side as well, so if it does rain, at least we've got an area to sit and cook that's dry. And that's the things of these hybrids. A lot of the time the cooking is outside, unlike your sort of traditional caravans where you can cook inside. So we found that to be really handy for us. Yeah, one of the good things about Jarrahdene is actually supply firewood as you come in.
Sorry, I just...
The wood we got was a little bit on the damp side, but nonetheless it's free wood, so you can't complain with that. So we've managed to get it.
Neither does the wire.
Yeah. All right, Max, what's going on?
S'mores.
A schmore? And what?
That's what's going on.
And what is a schmore for people that don't know?
Basically, biscuits with melted marshmallow inside.
Okay.
You've got chocolate. Yeah, and chocolate if you want.
Do you have to have chocolate chip cookies or regular cookies?
No,
or?
you can have any type of cookies, like.
No, mate, what are you doing? That's our cooktop. Come on, mate.
What are you doing?
The possums are very tame here, aren't they, guys?
Yep.
It's another beautiful morning here in Jarrahdene. Had a bit of a friend into our bin this morning.
Look, he ripped our bin.
Been our friend Possum, hey?
Ripped our bin.
You happy? So you got fruit bread and you've got white bread from
And
the Fire Bakery. Bacon,
Baked
baked beans. Let's get into this.
Coffee. And coffee.
I have my non-frozen Boss coffee this morning. Pretty happy about that.
Not frozen. Please.
We're surprising Tim, aren't we? Breakfast in bed.
Let's give him some food.
Morning, mate. Breakfast is served. Fire bread from yesterday as well. So here you go.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
You just casually passing them.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured a breakfast isn't complete without one of these. That will finish it off for you.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Thank you very much, man.
Sorted.
Coffee.
Yeah, quick oil change on Tim's car before he leaves. There you go. Oh, where's it going? How's this? Camping, per-4 driving camping. Ranger, and it's all about suspension. Different way of camping, guys. We're going to try and film in the dry to show you, but we might have to do it in the wet. But just to prove what you can actually get in a Tesla Model 3.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Oh, there's a lot of room in there.
So full-size Big Daddy swag.
Yep.
He's got his Dometic fridge. He's got his ground sheet, and he's got his box of stuff up here.
So,
All in his on his Tesla. And he's also obviously there's no engine in here, so this is a whole nother storage area, which
you
is
can just put stuff in that.
really cool. Definitely one of the quietest vehicles leaving camp. That's for sure. Yeah, Jarrahdene, there's actually a lovely walk you can go through. The site's actually an old timber mill, so it sort of takes you through all the old infrastructure and the story about how life was back in the day. It's really interesting. So if you're staying here, make sure you do the walk. It takes about 30 minutes to kind of walk through all the bits and pieces. This is a photo from 1899. Yeah, that big hole behind you would have been where there was a tree, right?
Yes. And
Huge
there's,
hole.
there's also some old stones.
Look at these guys, some of the old workers from back in the day.
Yeah.
It was 1890.
Yeah.
Imagine life back then, hey? So it's saying that MC Davies actually passed away in 1913, and that was around the time that demand was diminishing for wood here at the mill. But at its peak, it was clearly producing large amounts of wood. Just pulled into Bob's track. So it's been a couple of years since we've done this one. It's a fun little track that takes you down to the Boranup beach. We've just aired down to 20 psi. Normally about 20 to 24 is okay, but it is quite sort of slippery and wet today, so I've gone straight to 20 psi. We're just doing this one solo. I couldn't show you doing up the tyres because it's raining at the moment, but yeah, we'll do a bit of a tour down to the beach and should be fun.
Go slow.
Yeah, so in terms of driving modes, I've been a mix of 4 high and 4 low on this trip, and I've got all the driver modes unlocked on this vehicle. So a bit of the mud ruts feature, which locks the rear locker and has enabled me to get up some quite steep areas. It's actually a really fun track. A few water holes that we've crossed as well, so it's really good. But it's definitely a slow and steady track with the longer wheelbase as well. I've noticed a bit of a difference from the Pajero, so I just have to be a little bit more careful on some of the rutted out sections that I don't bottom out. But yeah, really fun track. So the weather's pretty horrible outside, but we're all inside, aren't we?
Not all of us have been the whole time.
No. Camera woman, Kate.
Yeah.
Look at these trees like blowing around in the wind. It's wild. Very, very old. It's a really cool part of the track. It's been there for, I think, at least hundreds and hundreds of years. Pretty windy, Max, eh?
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. Wow.
Really windy.
So you probably can't hear me, but this is Boranup Beach. So you go down Bob's track and you've got this beautiful beach down here, but today it's absolutely blowing a gale. It's wild, eh?
Yeah. The waves are pretty though. They're really big.
I'll drop the waypoints in the description below for the entry and to the beach on Bob's track. But yeah, look, it's a stunning little drive. It's not too technical or difficult, just go slow and steady. If you're not running a lift, bash plates would be helpful because there are a few areas where you can bottom out. But look, if you don't, just take your time nice and slow and, you know, use low range where you can just to control the drive a little bit more. But yeah, it's a fun drive and it's around the corner from Jarrahdene Campground and down the road from Contos. So it's one that you must add to your list if you're down this way. So one thing for sure is it's very tight in some sections of this track for the Ranger. And this is a lot wider than my last car, so you can see it's beeping away. But yeah, very tight. But we just squeezed through, and having the electric mirrors is a big saviour. That's Bob's track done. Allow yourself about an hour and a half if you're going to do Bob's track down to the beach and back. And obviously if you do want to go onto Boranup Beach, make sure you've got recovery boards because it can get soft. It would have been a bit harder today with the rain, but yeah, always good to be prepared. But yeah, it's a fun track if you're down in the southwest. We're just weighing up our options now. We might go down to Hamlin Bay or even back into Margaret River for some lunch. But yeah, it's been a fun afternoon. And the benefit if you do want to go full driving in the wet is generally the tracks are a bit quieter. So we only had a couple of people on the track today, which is good. Now I get to reinflate using my ARB compressor with all my gear here in my tailgate storage unit. Yeah, really happy with everything. It certainly makes pumping up the tyres a lot faster than my old setup.
So, Dad,
Yeah.
how are we going with the fire?
Pretty good. It's raining today, so we're trying to get the fire going early while it's dry. And then hopefully some of the damper wood that we've got will take a little bit later.
Doing really well.
So kids, favourite part of the trip?
Let's see. Food.
Food? Schmores, yeah.
Oh my god, the smoke keeps falling. Why does the smoke keep going in the same direction?
There is something about a campfire, isn't it? Like just follows you around the smoke.
I've literally this chair like 4.
I'd go there.
Yeah.
We had a super stormy night last night and we've woken up to condensation everywhere in the van. So one of the tips that we do to dry everything before we go is to turn the aircon on. Just running the aircon at sort of like 24 degrees does dry the roof, so you can see it sort of drying at the moment, but all the walls are very, very wet from all the storm activity last night. So we do try and dry it when we get home as well, but this just makes the effort a lot easier. It is part of camping. It's always better to go and have a bit of rain than not to go camping. But yeah, we try and dry it as much as we can. Oh, I've never been so tired, I think, doing a pack down after that. That was pretty horrendous. Had to be done though, but we knew it was going to be wet, but that was something else. We had thunder and lightning last night. We had pretty much everything, heavy rain, hail, and it just hasn't stopped this morning. So when it gets to that, you just have to get out there in the wet and do it. So it wasn't a fun pack down, but certainly worth the extra stay. I think just to have the 3 nights was good, but yeah, now looking forward to getting home and getting out of these wet clothes. Wet undies isn't nice, is it?
So we've just had a massive branch across the road with a bit of a traffic hold up. So I think we're just trying to get it removed. Obviously with the crazy weather, it came crashing down. Don't know if you can see it, but Mark's up there directing traffic just while they clear all the debris. Does look quite funny though.
Just had a bit of action. We're driving down Chewett Drive just before coming onto the Bustle Highway, and I don't know if it was lightning or something like that, but a massive tree branch just came down and it was taking up the whole 2 lanes of the road. So thankfully some good citizens stopped in a full drive, and they were ahead and they were able to put up their winch or their strap on the back of their car, and were able to move the log. But we were stopped on the side of the road just directing traffic for a while. But yeah, there was quite a bit of thunder and lightning last night, so I'm not surprised if that tree took a hit from some lightning and came down, but it was a really heavy log. I was ready to use the winch if needed, but yeah, there's always a bit of action on our trips. So
Who knew you were a traffic warden?
Yeah, I know.
In a past life.